treats, no love, I'm asleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section.
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field at Mile High in Denver. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready, check go.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Nix to the air. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he takes a pretty good lift there as he'll wind up getting about 3.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They will run for the first time here with White. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Rashee Rice, 28 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. And CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first duty.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. inside the 10.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it is 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Ready up. 18, Pioneer. Let's go. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready.
Throwing Nix. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
60 Bobcat. Ready.
Here's Nix once more. This short throw caught by Goddard. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Trap 60. Ready.
Now it's Nix. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, They need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Pushing his way through, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Here's Braden Narbison now to try the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Narbison's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Escaping the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for him first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
That one caught by Rice. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got... but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 35, here's 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. And Xavier Worthy, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And a rout is on here in this first half. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be touchdown in the end, but a big play on that one.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. Got a man. It's Brown. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Mahomes going to throw. Being chased. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Broncos 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Dragon 60. Set up. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Set up.
Here's Nix. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
To throw, here's Nix. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown from 4 yards out. And the Broncos take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes flushed out right. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time, but nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man right side is Rice. And he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City 1st.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Hey, 15.
They'll set up to throw. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hey, Sunday.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs just continue to roll. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turn. They've got his man complete through the middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there, with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. Now he's loose again. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs extend their lead yet again. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Warriors 70. Here we go.
Nix to the air. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
19 tight. 7 Pirates. Panther 11. Go.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Yellow. Right.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That goes for a gain of 31.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 1.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Check go.
Back to throw. Nix. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch in this AFC title game, but he's got a first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Nick Bonito. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, second and long. Mahomes now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Hey, 43, 15. Right.
They'll look to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw is Nix. And he fires one incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Throwing Nix. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The third down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Chap, check.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Bo Nix keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw it here. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down again. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So they'd converted their first 2 fourth-down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Here's Braden Narbison now to try the field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. The Chiefs are AFC champs as we say goodnight, everybody.